Welcome in, everyone. I think I'm live now. This was crazy. I have to click like 4 buttons to go live, but thank you so much for being here. I'm really happy that you're here. I hope my lighting is better. I hate the way it darkens when I step away, but it's a little bit different than going camera down. Let me know how you like this time, if you prefer a daytime auction over a evening auction. I know Sundays are kind of iffy, and I really don't know if I'll do a Sunday evening, but at least I want that. At least let me know what you think on that. And excuse me for being off the camera for a minute. I'm trying to adjust all these lights that I have. It can be a little cumbersome when I switch orientation here. Okay, there we go. Maybe that's better. So yeah, we're going to do a little bit of jewelry. We're going to do some clothing. I have a few items of clothing, not much. I didn't prepare too many clothes, but I do have some. I still have some jewelry jars as well. I mean, yeah, I do have jewelry jars to sell, curated jewelry jars. I'll show you that box in a minute. I do have some bread cooking, so if you hear an alarm, it's because my bread is ready to take out of the oven, and I've got the last loaf to put in. So again, welcome in. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me look at myself here in the YouTube, see how it sounds. Don't see anybody in there. Look at myself here in the... Okay, yeah, I think I sound okay. I can hear myself anyway. But it looks like just me and someone else is watching. It says 2 people are watching. It's probably me on this phone and then me right here on the computer. But anyway, let me just talk to you a little bit about how things run here with the PayPal situation. I did put in the comment section on YouTube the form, and I'm going to see if I can put it here as well. Excuse me just a minute. All right. There it goes. Boy, that's a long URL. I hope it works. It's also in my description box on the, what do you call it? On the description box of the video itself. And I don't know if that comes out right away or if it comes out later when you watch the replay, but the form is there. Of course, if I know you from my Facebook groups, you don't need to send that information. But if you would, and if you're interested in purchasing anything, or you think you might be interested in something, it's just better if you have it already on record with me. So that way we're not at the last minute looking for it, okay? And it is thelmahordes@gmail.com. The form will come directly to that email, but it'll be in a special file or something, so I can just kind of look through that instead of having to go through my email, but to look for it anyway, because that's where the problems can arise. I sold something last week, and for some reason I lost or cannot find her email. She's told me about it in comments, and maybe this will help. That bracelet is still here if you're still interested. So I do appreciate you showing some interest. Good morning. How are you, Miss Patricia Brown? I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you found me. It's going to be kind of obscure in the beginning, I know, because it is a new channel, so it won't go into your feed or anything unless you subscribe and hit the notifications. So be sure and do that as well. Looks like about 6 people are watching. Be sure and give the video a couple of comments. Let it start rolling in the chat so I can know that you're here. So I do have a lot of wonderful jewelry. Again, it's PayPal invoicing, so it's really important that you send me your email address right here. Hi, Miss Loretta. Right here with that form. Would somebody click on that form and see if it's working? I tried it, and I put in a little tester form. It worked fine. It went into my Google Docs forms, so I was able to just find it right away. But again, if you know me from Facebook, no need to do that, okay? I will invoice tomorrow if we sell anything today, and please pay within 48 hours. I know I could say pay immediately. Of course, I want you to do that I pay as soon as you see it, but many times we forget, we start watching other things or whatever. So I like to give you a little grace, 2 days, well, 48 hours to get that in the mail to me, to get that jetted out to me, if you would, so I can get it to the mail and sent to you within 2 days. I like to do my shipping on 1 day. That way I'm not waiting on other people to get it done. It just makes everything a little faster for us. And I think there's a real delay. Hi, Miss Becky. There's a strong delay here on, I thought Facebook had a delay, but YouTube has a very, very, I would say 3 to 6 seconds sometimes. Honestly, averages about 3 seconds in delay on here. So know that when I'm saying something and you're reading something and you're looking at something, it may not synchronize. That's just the nature of the beast of the internet and streaming, live streaming. Again, I am cooking some bread, baking bread right now. So if you hear my alarm, don't get startled. It's just my little alarm. I've got one more loaf to put in. And it takes so long to bake this sourdough, but this is usually the time that I do it on the weekend. So excuse that if I go in and out. I'm going to start with some earrings today. I suppose I have a lot of earrings. I do $2 incremental bids until we get to 5. At 5 at 50 we do 5. So it's 2 up until 50, and then it's 5. And then if we get to 100 on anything, it's really fast and furious to do $10 incremental bids. If you have any questions or any requests, please be sure and put them in the comment section of the video here, wherever, and we'll address it as soon as we can. And let me bring some earrings to show you. Okay, here's some fabulous ones that I really love. I just found these at the antique store the other day, and they are a shell. They are like a whole shell, and they're very dimensional, but very, very lightweight. Aren't those cute? They drop about 2 inches. Welcome in, Melly. Thank you so much for being here. They drop about 2 inches. I am totally crazy about shell earrings. I have a few here to show you, actually, because they have such impact, yet they are very, very lightweight. If it's been a while, yeah, PayPal loses the information. Not loses it. They drop it. They drop the info. So it's pretty important to renew it now and again. See the back of them? They almost look like they have a strand of pearls right there. It's a natural shell, natural color. And they are so lightweight. I love big, huge earrings. Hi, Crazy Maze. How are you? But I can't stand the weight. I hate to be a nuisance when I go into people's auctions. But I honestly, it's not important to everyone. But to me, I can't wear anything over 4 grams. Even these wonderful things are for sale today. These are acrylic, and they just have a little gold glitter. But they're lightweight because they're acrylic. So I have to be really careful with the metal especially, or the natural stones. So I'm going to do these for a start bid of $10. We can start these at $10. Gail A., how are you? Thanks so much for joining me. Let me know in the chat, in the comments later, if you're watching, what you think about the daytime auction versus evening auctions. I'm not going to be able to do it always, but Sunday evening, there's quite a few other people I watch in the evening time for their auctions, and I don't want to miss their good jewelry as well. So I thought maybe Sunday morning, I don't know, or Saturday morning. You let me know. Someone said they like the morning, so let me know. Any interest at $10? We're doing $10 on these natural sort of pink hue. Beautiful nature's colors, aren't they? $10 start. Lightweight earrings. They are on steel hooks. So backwards on this camera. Sorry about that. That's the back of it there. So if there's any interest on these, let me know. $10. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you again for being here. I do appreciate it. We're going to pass on those. And we're going to do the other shells that I have here. These are fantastic. These are abalone. Super. Oh my gosh. I have the hardest floors. This one is wood here. If this would have fallen in my bathroom, it would have cracked. This is the most beautiful teal abalone. And they are an oval. Isn't that cute? Very lightweight again. I think I covered everything I needed to cover about the... Did anybody try filling out that form or at least clicking it on? Becky, can you go try it for me if you don't mind? I put it in the link just to see if it's going to work. It seems awfully long, but I tried it earlier and it worked for me, and I did a little test run on it. I will do these for $12. These will start at $12. Abalone, nothing but pure shell on these. So no cumbersome weight. And those are starting at $12. Also, let me know how the sound is. My husband was telling me that since I emptied out this room and kind of rearranged things, then maybe that caused an echo. It felt very echo-ish. It sounded very echo-ish to me last time. It works great. Thank you, Miss Karen. $12 is the start of this one. And while we're at it, I'll show you the other ones. These are, it's interesting. They say the shells, they say the abalone is the back of the shell and the mother of pearl is the front. I'm not sure. That's what people have said. But now you can have your choice. So I'll do a choice of 12. The white pearl. Or the teal. Teal abalone or the beautiful golden mother of pearl. Either one, $12. If there's any interest in those, those are $12 choice. And just put in the chat if you'd like either one of those at $12. We can start bidding on them, or you'll take the abalone. Thank you, Miss Tara. Aren't they gorgeous? I didn't get to wear them. I just found them in a jar. That's okay, though. But I do adore this color. They are so beautiful, so bold. Can you see that beautiful color? Thank you. This is actually a little pantsuit. Silk. Pants are getting big on me, which is a wonderful thing to say, actually. But it looks all right. And the top it's so funny how clothes are, right? The top fits perfect, but the pants have always been a little big. Thank you, Miss Tara. We'll count them down real quick. If anybody else wants to come in on any of these, we'll go 2 times now at 12. And we are looking for 14. $2 incremental bids again. God, I'm clumsy today. Okay, I don't know what's going on with my alarm. I'm going to check my bread real quick, because I don't want to leave it in there too long. I've got 5 minutes. Okay, a little while ago I was putting on my makeup and I didn't hear it, and my husband was here and I was like almost blaming him. I don't know why. It's like he didn't hear it either. But I have one of those school timers in my kitchen. I have them everywhere. I actually had to bring them all from school because I had a boy that is obsessed with numbers. He's really good at them too. He doesn't like to calculate them, but if you tell him something like 250,000 plus 5 or 250,000 plus 50, he will know it in his head, but he doesn't like to do it on paper. Again, I teach special needs, mostly autism, and he has autism. And he would just be obsessed with my timers and just stare at them and say the numbers over and over again and want to start them again and count down. So he would climb wherever I had it. I put it on the top board, climb up there to try to get it down, Miss Tara, those are yours. I think I gave it enough time. And I don't think anybody else wants to come in. So that's what you'll hear, my timer. Miss Verna, I know you very well, and I will attempt to ship to Canada for you as well. Definitely, definitely. Anybody who's from Canada will give it that old college try again, see if they don't, if it's not too cost prohibitive. I know that they are starting around, and I'll go ahead and talk to the post office first for whatever you pick out. I used to be able to estimate how much it would be, but it's getting too tricky. But definitely, yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, we're going to pass on those. What about these beautiful earrings? These are fantastic too. When I opened these up, I thought they were so festive looking. They're actually pink and orange. And I've mentioned many times, I know I talk too much, sorry. Mentioned many times that somewhere I read, flippantly though, it wasn't true, that the national colors of India are pink and orange. So every time I see those colors together, I think of Indian saris and things like that. So pretty. I'll do these for 10. If anyone's interested in these. $10. So thank you for asking, Miss Verna. Definitely. And I should still have your information, but send it anyway. Send it on the form for me because it's been a while and it might not be on PayPal. Any interest at $10 on these? Very lightweight. They're a lightweight metal. These are cute. $10 start on those. Again, thank you for joining me. I hope that you find something today, but if not, I'm glad you stopped in. Always a pleasure to see my YouTube friends in here. All right, we're going to pass on those. Doesn't look like I have any interest on those. Let me see what else I can bring. Let me bring a brooch from over here. I love this brooch. I may do a giveaway today, so let's keep your ears and eyes open today. Giveaway for jewelry. This is Goldstone. This is a beautiful solid piece of Goldstone, which you may or may not know is a man-made glass. Man-made stone made of some kind of glass. Now, if I was wearing this top to a meeting at work or something, there you go. Don't want to reveal too much. So that's what I would do with that. That's why I love brooches, and they're so timeless, in my opinion. I just can't get enough of them. I also use them I often wear long skirts or midi skirts, and sometimes they're kind of like those peasant flowy type. Sometimes they're too long and they can be cumbersome, so I just kind of squish them up, kind of a little, what do you call it? Ruche. And then I'll put a brooch as well, so that works for that too. I'll do this brooch for $16. Fantastic. I'll start it at $16. It's big. I love the fact that it has no framing, no setting whatsoever. Just that beautiful goldstone. And I will start that at $16. It is on a brass finding. Very well made. Last night I made cookies. Today I'm making bread. I hate making cookies though because I want to eat them all. But my daughter and husband were requesting them. Chocolate chip with nuts. Isn't that nice? Excuse my nails. In the kitchen all night, all day. Let me see if my ruler is here so I can measure that for you. Yeah, that goes to 2 1/4 inches long. 2 1/4. All right, we'll pass on this one. We're not too far off from the holidays. I'm going to bring some sparkly stuff too. Here's some more earrings. These are the ones you may or may not have seen me add the hooks to. I love the lever back hook. So secure, long beads of black, white, or silver, and then sort of a little menagerie here of like peacock colors or pearlized. And I will do these for $12 as well. Oh, these are sterling hooks, by the way. I did put there's that alarm. I did put those on sterling hooks. I'm going to put that there for you while I go get that bread. And please excuse my unprofessional act right now, but I don't want to burn that bread. What a beautiful sight. Let me show it to you. Not that you care, but I care. Look at this beautiful thing. Oh my God. Becky, can you smell it? Sourdough. Oh, that I just popped out. Nice little mini loaf there. Anybody want to buy sourdough? I'm just kidding. Somebody asked me about it. Somebody asked me about it. I don't know, who was it? Somebody asked me, how much would you sell them for if you sold them? And I told them, but honestly, it's so much work. I don't think it's worth me selling them. All right, we're going to pass on these. And I'm going to show you some wonderful cufflinks. Now, I know cufflinks are a very niche market because I don't have very many gentlemen in here, but occasionally I do get some gentlemen in here. And these are just spectacular. I have them sitting on here. Let's see if I can get them to sit again. They're very pop art, aren't they? They remind me a little bit of some Pierre Cardin that I had. You do, isn't it? It's too much work, Tara, to sell, in my opinion. If it was all I did, maybe, and I had a little mini bake, what do they call them? Micro bakeries. But to just, and then I give it away to friends and family usually. So, and then I don't buy bread anymore. I just am so addicted to that sourdough taste and freshness, and it's just so amazing. I will start these at $16. They are beautiful. They are very heavy. I'm surprised they're not marked. I don't see them marked. But look at that beautiful. It almost also reminds me of that Hopi native symbol. I forgot what it's called, man or life maze or something. It kind of reminds me of that as well. All right, those are $16. If there's any interest in those, please get me started at $16. I'm going to go score my last loaf. It'll take me 2 minutes. Go get yourself a drink or coffee. Be right back. I do appreciate everyone who's here, but this oven is at, what is it, at 500 degrees right now. I can't let it go to waste. Won't take me long, I promise. I haven't even had my morning coffee. Have y'all had your morning coffee yet? Well, it is afternoon already over here. Okay, let's just slice this baby up. Score it here. Thank you for lady. We're so appreciative of you. I want to grab this lid without glove. Oh. All right, she's in. 22 minutes. All right, thank you so much for waiting. She had sourdough starter in her fridge. Really? Oh, I have not made sourdough biscuits, but I follow this recipe that's from Southern Living. And I saw a lady do a video on it, and then I saw Southern Living do a video on it. And it is the easiest, and they are the most fantastic biscuits. I have tried to make biscuits for at least 10 years, and everyone made it so complicated, and I made this mess. And so now I've done that, but I have not used my sourdough to make biscuits, but I have made pancakes and waffles with them, pizza, things like that. So with that same sourdough starter. Yeah, so that's a lot of fun. All right, let's see what we're going to do now. How about some necklaces or more brooches? Oh, here's a sterling necklace. I love this one. These are a couple of sterling necklaces. This one has I think this is bone. This is not ivory. It's beautiful. It also has a Larimar. It's a gorgeous necklace. I'll do it for $48 to start. Isn't that pretty? It so reminds me of Rita Coolidge and that iconic album where she's wearing all that turquoise and gold. She used to mix a lot of gold as well with her turquoise. And oh my gosh, I just love this. $48 is the start. Hey, Jason, how are you? Good to see you. How is your Sunday morning going? You shopping? Are you out and about shopping? I decided to try a Sunday morning. See that? Isn't that gorgeous? Do you guys remember that Rita Coolidge album I'm talking about? Google it. Google Rita Coolidge jewelry images and you will fall in love. Anyway, $48 is our start. Thank you, Miss Tammy. Is it Tammy? Yes. Thank you, Miss Tammy. I hope you filled out my little form up there if I don't have your information. But if you have purchased from me from Facebook, don't worry about it. Only if it's been a long time. Because if it's been a long time, they do drop that data. So I really want to start keeping a separate area too. That's why I think those Google forms are great too. I love her too. And her ex. What was his name? Chris Christopherson, of course. He was fantastic. I think he recently passed, right? Oh, the greats. All right, I was watching a movie last night. I've been watching these old movies, not that old, but 70s is old, I guess. Movies that passed me by in my youth, right? But they came out around that time. It came out in 71. And it's called, we're going to count this one down, going once at 48. You had to stay home spending too much. Oh, I was feeling the same way, Jason. My husband wants to go antiquing today. He told me when you finish, we can go to Tomball, which is a little town that has, those quaint little, what I call antique avenues. And I was like, okay. But then I thought, I've got so much already that I need to move. And you're right. You have to keep a ledger, right? You really do. 2 times now at 48. I don't see anybody else at 50. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Miss Tammy. You're going to love this necklace. It's absolutely beautiful. I recently found a horn from Miss Mia, a sterling horn. I just love the horns. I really do. And I researched all of the meaning of it. Italians were really big on it a few years ago in the 70s. And it's very interesting. I've always liked them. But yeah, Rita Coolidge is fantastic. The movie I watched, Harold and Maude. I had heard about it. It kind of took me aback a little bit about the premise of it, but it's so much more than that. It's such a deep, profound film that I've been watching some of the analysis of it and people reviewing it and everything, contemporarily reviewing it. And they're just, I didn't realize it's been put into the Library of Congress. It's been considered one of the top 100 movies to watch before you die. So I'm glad I watched it. I really enjoyed it. I watched it twice. I only rented it. I'm thinking of buying it. You know, you can rent movies here on YouTube and everything. Thank you so much, Miss Tammy. I appreciate it. So that was a great one to watch. The next one I want to watch that I have not watched is What's Eating Gilbert Grape? Is that the name of it? With Johnny Depp and DiCaprio. Haven't watched that one. I've heard a lot about that one. That's another one I want to watch. So I've been trying to take advantage of my vacation and not do anything. You know, I work a lot, as we all do, in my full-time position as a teacher. I work at this YouTube business. It is a business. And then the auctions on top of that. So it's very, very I feel kind of guilt-ridden when I sit down and do absolutely nothing, like watch a movie. But I enjoy myself so, so much. All right, this is a fantastic piece. I'm going to say it's plated. It is marked only with the letter D, capital D in the back. But I want you to take a look. This is a gorgeous pendant. The chain is very simple. I don't think it's sterling. I think it's plated, but I haven't tested it in forever. It may be, may not be. I don't know. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. Yes, please hit that thumbs up if you're enjoying the video. Look how amazing that is. It is like a smoky quartz color, or more like it's more like a smoky rhinestone color. It's that grayish, but then kind of smoky quartz too. It's gorgeous either way. I'm going to start it at 20, selling it at aesthetic value alone here. If it's precious metals, well, then you got the cherry on the cupcake there. But I'll start it at $20. It's absolutely gorgeous. It looks like you're wearing a Yerman or something. Or a Lagos. Lagos does a lot of stones, don't they? $20 start on that. Thank you again, everyone who's here. I so appreciate it. It looks like 14 people are still here. 19. Awesome. Thank you so much. Isn't that pretty? Sometimes you can't tell the color unless you put it up against the skin. There you go. I wish I could describe it better. It's kind of like those, what they call smoky rhinestone or a smoky quartz. It leans to both colors. It's very interesting. All right, we're going to pass on this one. This one was $20. And let's do a little bag here. This is a cute little bag. I've been lugging it around here and there, and I keep forgetting to bring it. This is perfect when you got to pack that special stash of jewelry. What else? Neiman's exclusive. It expands. It's genuine leather. It's cushioned. I don't have anything in it. It's cushioned inside. Very nice to hold your, your necklaces, or maybe you have to take off your jewelry at the airport like they often make me do. It's really pretty. It's leather, and it's got sort of a pressed mock exotic there. Oh, that's terrible, Miss Celine. I can't believe it. I don't know why. A lot of times when you get notifications, if you don't heed the action call and go watch it for at least 3 seconds, or 3 minutes rather, they won't send notifications again. So I don't know, but you said you didn't get one. That's crazy. Anyway, it's Neiman's. It's marked there with its private label there. So I'll do this one for a start of $10 if anyone's interested in the little Neiman's bag. Let me know if you're interested in the Chanel products that I have. I showed them last time. I'll bring them again. I still have fragrances. I have Chance, Chanel No. 5, bath gel, I believe I still have. $10 on the little. I'm so glad you made it too. Thank you, Miss Karen. Miss Karen, I have not filled up that jewelry jar that I got for you. So this will go in it. The one you won last time for the last giveaway. This will go in there. I'll remind myself by putting it in there right now. See, I'm filling it up as we speak. I'm filling it up as we speak. Karen won a jewelry jar, so that's going in there. All of this is curated jewelry. Very nice jewelry. I am also selling curated jars in a box. Let me show you that real quick so you can see the size of the box. Well, I guess I lost the box. I don't know where it went. I don't know where it went, but it's a medium flat rate box. It's $20 to ship, and the jewelry jar is $100. So if there's any interest in that. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and count down that little bag from Neiman's. Going once, twice, and sold to Miss Karen. Thank you, Miss Karen. Yeah, I don't know what I do with that stupid little box. I must have put it away somewhere. All right, let's do another sterling necklace. These are pearls on a illusion wire. Genuine pearls. Findings are sterling. I'll do it for $10 today. It's really pretty on. It's a great little start base for layering because these pearls appear to just be floating on your neck. And that is on sterling findings, and I'll start it at $10. It is 16 inches long. I'm so glad you're here, Miss Selena. I hope you're doing well. And here are the findings. Sterling silver findings, genuine pearls. That's a $10 start. I have some fantastic little charms. Some people have purchased these before, but I have a few extras in different varieties. And these are genuine, authentic Chanel products. They're called VIP products. You're free to Google anything you'd like, but please don't ever share in my live. It's really uncouth to do so. Everyone has YouTube. I could list it for $50. Someone else could have put a bid in at $1 on another auction on eBay. So eBay is not Creed or any of that sort. So I just do a fair price for you. And these are brand new. They can be put on chains. They have jump rings. They can be put on chains. These are given as VIP gifts when you make a nice purchase from the counters or salons at Chanel. They give them to their customers. And I will start it at $28. This one has the double C as well as the little compact. So basically you're getting two charms on this one. They're beautifully just worn on charm bracelets, on your necklace, on a torque. Let me see if you can see the number. The double C on the little compact, like a little beauty product there, or the lid. So there's two charms on this one. All right, let me show you the other ones. Now, some of them are more exclusive than others, so their prices will differ. But let me know which ones you like. This is the iconic bottle of number 5 on a charm as well. And I'll start that one also at $28. These are really pretty on charm bracelets, even by themselves. Hope you can see that okay. There's the back. These are so shiny you can hardly see. Show you how that looks. See, and if you have a nice enough, if you have like a Rolo chain, you can make maybe a medley here. I'm wearing a rope chain, so I won't do right now, but you know what I mean? If you had a little Rolo, you could do several. They look really nice. So let me show you the ones I have. The number 5 is $32. Has the number 5 and the little compact. Then I have a beautiful little North Star. And the star does have the double C. And that is it. Yeah, I have the number 5, the double C, the iconic bottle, and the star. Those are the ones that I have for the Chanel VIP gifts for sale today. Let me see what else I have over here. Let's do these beautiful cameos. These are some vintage earrings. These are twist back, black and white, beautifully set cameos. And these, I believe, are marked Napier. Napier? Yeah, Napier. Aren't they beautiful? So they're made very nicely. Napier, vintage Napier. Beautiful black and white cameos. You can easily convert these. Amazon sells converters, so you can make them post, slide them on somehow. Let's see if I have my little magnifier here. Here it is. Very nice detail. These are Napier. I'll do these for $22. We can start these at $22. Vintage. Sign Napier in the back. $22 start. Vintage Napier black and white cameos. They are not genuine cameos. They are faux, but aren't they gorgeous? And I love those prongs. Setting those off. Just beautiful. All right, we're going to pass on these. Now I have some more vintage. These are carved gemstones. Kind of an abstract. They almost look like Bakelite, but they're actually carnelian. Beautiful long earrings too. They're not small. And these, again, they are twist back, easily converted to pierced or even clip. And I'll start those at $18. $18 will get us started on these vintage carnelian, carved carnelian, twist back earrings. $18 will get us started on those. They're a beautiful color. Carnelian comes in many colors, doesn't it? Hi, Miss Nancy. I mean, not many colors, but they vary from red to this. This is like a caramel color. Too pretty. That carving is beautiful. That was an $18 start. I'm glad you're here, Miss Nancy. How are you doing this Sunday? Hope you're doing well. Here's some really cool sterling earrings. These are interesting. They also remind me a little bit of Robert Lee Morris that I have. But these have like a Taj Mahal or some kind of destination picture there. You know, one of them sitting sideways there, but they actually, I guess they have to orient with the picture there. Sterling silver, and I'll start these at $18. Aren't they pretty? They're very well made. They are a nice, substantial, solid piece of sterling. Let me know if you recognize that site. I may have to turn the fan on in a minute. It's getting warm. I would love that as a ring. I don't know why. I just think it's such a beautiful shape. It's kind of an oval, but then it sits here on the horizontal. $18. Another pair of beautiful earrings here. These are buffalo nickels. They are clip. And I will do these also for $18. These are fantastic with the old, these are real nickels. I'll show you that. Both earrings have the buffalo side. I think they're gorgeous. There you go, right there. And I will do these. Are you displaying prices? I'm not putting the prices in the chat. I don't have anyone available to do that for me. And I'm just kind of repeating it, but I'm going to do these for $18. $18 on the buffalo nickel clip vintage genuine coins. They are sort of concave as well. So they do have a wonderful dimension. Let me see what they say. Looks like it says nickel. It says 5 cents, United States of America. And it's got the, what's that Latin from one, many, that's on our currency? Pubris, union. Gorgeous, really beautiful. Those were 18. Looks like we have 18 for the buffalo. Going on 20. We got 22 from Peru. How are you? Tammy back in at 22, looking for 24. There's my alarm. I'm gonna let y'all talk about it for a second while I go get that bread out of the oven. Again, I think we're at 22 right now. Let's stay there. For the buffalo nickels there. Clips. There, that sourdough waits for no one. Oh. Okay, sorry about that. Thank you for your patience. I do appreciate it. Okay, that's the last loaf. So I won't be having to step out. It looks like we're at 26. Thank you so much, everyone who's here and coming by to say hello and bidding. I appreciate it. If you can, take the chance to fill out that Google form I put at the top. That way I'll have your information current for a PayPal invoice. I'll invoice tomorrow. I expect payment within 48 hours. Or as soon as you see the invoice would be nice, but I like to give people a little grace, sometimes people have to run to the post office or something and didn't check their email. But I do appreciate it, and we are, Peru is out. Thank you for your bids, I appreciate it. Tammy, these are yours going once at 26, 2 times now at 26. Looking for 28, if anybody wants to come in at the last of the last here, before we count it down. As fair warning, we are at fair warning now at 26. And these are Miss Tammy's. These are yours, Miss Tammy, at 26. Thank you all who bid. I so appreciate it. All right. Let's see what else we have. Oh, I have these fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and show them to you at one time. I feel they're kind of similar in their design, even though they're completely different. Because one is really 70s and the other ones are a little bit more exotic. But I'll do a choice. That means you can tell me which one you're bidding on by saying cloisonné or discs. And I will start these at $14. These are post. The little buttons are post, and the other are shell design with the hook. So I'm going to go ahead and show you both at the same time. They're beautiful. The shells are gorgeous, 70s cloisonné. And the others are, I think, more of an exotic design. They're also concave. Oh, I do too. I do too. I have a beautiful charm that I have to bring out next time from Mylor that has all kinds of coins. I used to have a 14 karat, or actually 22 karat, but it kept breaking. It was linked with the coins, and I must have repaired it 4 or 5 times. I finally sold it. I got tired of repairing it. Any interest on these? I believe I said $12. Will start us for either one on the shells or these little exotic looking concave. That's the back. They are post. They look like a floral, a very Middle Eastern, I would say, Indian looking. South Asian, that is. And that beautiful red enamel on that is just gorgeous. So either one of these were $12. If anyone wants to start bidding, just let me know which ones you're bidding on. There really is something to be said about these closed, close to the face earrings. When you wear them, they really do kind of lift your face a little bit, I believe, illusion-wise. Really pretty. And then these are the cloisonné. Either one is a start of $12 for choice. Just let me know in the chat which one you're bidding on. Cloisonné. Suzanne, which ones are you bidding on? The cloisonné or the disc? Let me know and I'll count them down for you. Suzanne, thank you again for being here. The round ones. Aren't they gorgeous? I think they're so different. Going once at 12, 2 times now at 12. Looking for 14, we do $2 incremental bids until we get to 50. At 50, we jump to 5. If we go to 100, we will go fast and furious at $10 incremental bids. We are now with 1 bid on these beautiful discs at 12. 2 times at 12, looking for 14. We are at fair warning now at 12. I'm trying to give that lag. You know that lag is vicious. It's never on our side. It can be anywhere from 3 seconds to 6 seconds, and It's very different for me to even see it while I'm on StreamYard here, but I do have my phone on. I think it moves a little bit faster on the phone. Not sure. But we're going to say fair warning and sold. Those are yours, Miss Suzanne, at $12. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. All right, I have a fantastic copper piece here. I just found this at a, whoops, oh, I'm dropping everything. Just found this at the antique shop the other day. Is this not gorgeous? It's very, almost like those cufflinks. It makes me think of that Hopi maze design they do. It's really beautiful. No, I'm not streaming simultaneously anywhere else, no. I will likely do a Facebook auction later today if I get a chance, or maybe tomorrow. I want to try to do them, if I do them on both platforms, not simultaneously, but on the same day. That way I don't have to, combine shipping by 2 days. And I don't mind combining shipping with 2 auctions on one day, but it gets a little nerve-wracking for me to put everything together. Anyway, this is gorgeous. It's beautiful copper. The chain is copper. And I will do this one. And it only has one mark. It looks like a capital N. And I've looked it up. I've Googled it. It's come up with different N's, but it's not the same N that this one. It's very straight, slender N. I'll do it for $20 to start. $20 will get us started on the copper. Thank you so much. Anybody interested in $20 to get us started on the copper 3-disc necklace? Let me know how you guys like this arrangement of time. I've asked earlier. There's a few more people in here now. I like it early. I feel like my day is still open. And if I want to do another one on Facebook, I can go do that one. Yeah, this is a really nice copper piece. I like it. But we're going to pass on it for now. Let me know later if you're watching this in the replay. I usually start things pretty low. I don't always honor the start bid price because I start them so low, and I hope and anticipate a generation of a little kind of enthusiasm for the bidding. So that's why I start them low, but I always engage with you on that and can definitely consider the buy it now price or the starting bid, or throw you a buy it now price on it. So do contact me if you see anything that didn't sell. All right. Pass on that one. Oh, here's a fantastic torque. A lot of people ask me about torques. They don't want to invest in a sterling, but this is a torque that you would wear pretty much alone if you wanted to, or if you had one of those enhancer. If you had one of these enhancer pendants that clip on very nicely. Sometimes some of the Mexican pendants too have these huge bails. This one looks just like a Yerman. It's a cable design. It's beautiful. It's still in wonderful condition. It is silver tone only, and I'll do it for $18. It's very comfortable too. It's very flexible, goes on very easily. $18 will get us started on the silver tone torque. Look at that gorgeous cable work with the twisting and the additional roping. Really gives off a wonderful Yerman look. And that is $18. These torques and chokers look great all by themselves as well. Thank you, Miss Loretta. We got Loretta in at $18. We're at 18 now, looking for 20. Anybody coming in at $20? We're looking for 20 on the, this is not sterling, this is silver tone, made very nicely. I always love when they put the caps too, because that is very comfortable. I can't stand when a bracelet or a necklace is made and it's rough on the ends. You can tell they didn't really do that last effort. Even in, contemporary costume, or if you're going to bother to do a precious metal, please do the ends. It's very uncomfortable to wear, and it's so disheartening to spend good money and then not be able to wear some jewelry because it's uncomfortable. All right, we're 2 times that 18. Oh, good. Thank you, Verna, for letting me know. It's a good time well, we have the same time, don't we, in Canada? I know in Australia we're at a different time. I think it's probably nighttime over there right now, and it's probably Monday, isn't it? All right, we're going to consider this one at last warning. I think we've had enough on the lag coming in. Again, that lag is what I'm waiting for, but we are with one bid at $18 for silver tone. Beautiful costume piece, nice heavy torque. It will look great with your pendants, but I am seeing a lot of people, and I'm doing it as well. I have a 14 karat gold, thinner one, of course. I wish it was real, but I would have already sold it. But a thin one that I wear all by itself. It looks fantastic, especially if you're wearing really statement or oversized earrings. You want to kind of tone down the neck and vice versa. So I love that. That one is yours, Miss Loretta. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. All right, let's see what else I have. Oh, I have this beautiful rose quartz here. This is on a toggle. It is only silver plate toggle, I believe, there. But isn't that the prettiest rose quartz? I like it because it's not, sometimes when you get these little statement ones, some of them can look a little tribal. If that's not your vibe, it may be a little off-putting. But I think this one is just the right, not too boho, but really, I think you can wear it with contemporary clothing, with boho clothing. You used to live in Canada? Oh, okay. Well, we're shipping to Canada again. We're going to give it a try. If anybody finds anything and you're Canadian, I will give you your invoice after I have completely gotten a verification from my post office that all is a go. Let's do a start bid of $20 on this one. It is rose quartz, beautiful color, very, very, almost a blush color. $20, I'll get us started on that one if there's any interest in that. Again, you'll excuse me for exiting one more time to get that sourdough out of the oven when that alarm goes off. It'll be the last loaf. I baked 4 loaves today. And once that oven is on, you have to do it at 500 degrees, right? And I don't want to have to reheat that oven again. So I just will have to excuse myself in about 10 minutes to go pull it out of the oven. But that is the last one. All right, looks like $20 is all we're asking on this one. We're starting it at $20. It's got a wonderful toggle clasp. It's in absolute perfect condition. No loose string or anything like that. No stretching or anything on that. It's wonderful. And that is $20 for genuine rose quartz. Thank you again, everyone who's here. I so appreciate it. Rebecca, Loretta, Verna, Suzanne, Perur, and Tammy, of course. I said hello. And Becky was in here. Nancy, Celine. Thank you, ladies, so much. And gentlemen, if you're here, let me know. I've got a lot of cufflinks to sell you. A lot of cufflinks. I should have brought my torque to show you some of these beautiful pendants. I'm going to go get it in a minute. This is fantastic. This is a really good brand. It's not a cheap brand. These are made wonderfully. They're made in the design of the Van Cleef & Arpels Alhambra. The Alhambra quatrefoil there, absolutely gorgeous. See, these are so nice when you wear a solid color. And you drape these, and I always start with a base. This one I've been wearing a lot. It's my mother's star sign that I bought her when I was first working and still living at home with her. And I just started working. I just graduated high school. And she told me the other day, take my gold jewelry. I don't want to have it. So that way you can have it and you won't be looking for it when I'm gone. I hate to say it, but that's what she told me. So I've been wearing this a lot, and I started as a base, and I'll start this one at $16. And you know this did not sell for $16 at the stores. It's absolutely beautiful. So I would probably wear, this is gold tone. It's got red, orange, pink, peach. It's gorgeous. And you don't have to spend millions or thousands for the Van Cleef. I was going to see how it looked with the little strand of pearls too, but all I have is the pearls on here, and I'm not taking that off. Or some more gold chains would look good too with it. Here's some pearls I just found. Now, I don't think I would go with the pearls, though. I think I would do just more chains. Just a couple of more gold chains with that. Yeah, isn't that cute? And then maybe even, oh, like I said, the torque. Can't go wrong with a torque. There you go. I always like to have odd numbers. There you go. That's a really pretty piece. Any interest on that one? Let me put it on the display here so you can see those pretty colors. Also, you can double this up. Since it would look so pretty doubled up too, because it's got filigree and the enamel. So isn't that pretty, just doubled up and not wearing it long? You've got your clasp. I love that dove gray color, 2 shades of peach, and then even a blue back here, like a French blue. This is a very, very nice piece. What did I say, $18 to start? Yeah, that's a pretty piece. Very nice. The colors are beautiful. All right, we're going to pass on this one for now. Oh, here's a beautiful little vintage piece. This is actually a watch holder. So these hooks were made to hold watches. It is vintage. A little pin. So you could wear that there, you know, wherever you need to wear it to look at the time. I was told nurses use these a lot. Isn't that a pretty design? I'll start that one at $10. I don't see any major wear on it. It does look its age, but no true discoloration. It was just a shadow there from the light. $10 will get us started on that one. And thank you, everyone who's here. 18. Gail is in on the Alhambra, Van Cleef & Arpels, wannabe. Wish it were, but it's just as beautiful without all the ego, right? This one, thank you so much. Going once at 18. 2 times now at 18. Fair warning at $18. Guys, if you share this video out on your Instagram or your Facebook, I'd appreciate it. Please don't go into anybody's chats or anything like that and spam it. I don't need that. That's kind of inconvenient for the host. I don't like to put anybody on the spot. But it'd be wonderful if you click that link to share and stick it on your Instagram or your Facebook. So people that like to look or buy jewelry can come around. That'd be great. And I have counted that one down because I think I saw it a little bit late anyway. Count it to 18, 20, if anybody wants to come in at 20. Looking for 20, but it looks like it's going to Miss Gail. Hi, Miss Elizabeth Johnson. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. And that one is yours at $18. All right, let me know if you want to see more sterling. I do have some interesting pieces. Let me know in the chat. We have about 3 minutes left on that. Wonderful. I made the, I think it's called the batard. It's like the long loaf like you see in the old movies. It's pretty good, pretty good. Okay. Speaking of old movies, I told you I was watching one. Just a little while ago, I told you I was watching one and how it was voted the one of the top 100 that you should watch before you die. What was the name of that movie for a jewelry jar giveaway today? I am giving away a jewelry jar for anyone with the first answer that I see in my feed. You'll always see yourself first, so please no fussing and fighting. This is copper, beautiful, marked solid copper on the inside, Greek key. I'll start this one at $18. It's fantastic. So if anyone can name that movie that I spoke about, that I said I was enjoying and felt so guilty for doing absolutely nothing but watching movies. It's just crazy to feel that way, don't you think? It's crazy to feel that way. I only have, maybe 10 days left in my vacation time before I go back to the grind, as they say. And once in a while, I just want to veg and watch those crazy movies that, to me, they just don't make movies for real people anymore. They just, I mean, to me, if you like Marvel and all that, wonderful. My husband and my daughters love it. It's their thing. It's never been mine. I've never even liked sci-fi. I don't like to read it. I don't like to watch it. So I've never, ever really gone into that. Iris, are you in for the beautiful bangle in copper? Thank you so much. So if it looks like no one paid attention, I may have to, I'm going to just, let me see. When the alarm goes off, we will cut that contest off. When the alarm goes off for the bread, there it goes. So it looks like no one guessed it. I'll come up with another question in a little while. Let me take that bread out. Did y'all hear the alarm? It's the last loaf, y'all. Turning this oven off. I believe it's the last loaf. Let me double check. And thank you, everyone, for your patience. Thank you for being here. It is real life here. We are baking sourdough bread. It is done. Done. Ah, it's so beautiful. Every time I look at these, all right. Last little loaf there. Look at that beautiful oval. Oh, can y'all smell it? I haven't even had breakfast yet, much less lunch. It is so beautiful. I think we'll give it away. There's too many loaves for me. I'll give my daughter some. All right, we are done with the baking. Thank you again for your time. I appreciate it. Okay, looks like someone came in at the last minute there. Harold and Maude. That was the movie. Congratulations, Suzanne. Next time I'm going to make it very strict and put stop so that we're not Googling back or anything. But I don't mind. I really don't. Freebie's a freebie. All right. Congratulations. You got yourself a little jewelry jar coming your way, Miss Suzanne. Doesn't it look good? you had someone have me watch Marvel. I'm like, until I like it now. Well, that's good. That's good that you like it. I just don't. I mean, I just can't get into anything like that. I'm sorry. It's no one's fault. Everybody has their own thing, but that's all they make. That's all their market today. And it seems like everyone's really into the Netflix anyway. So Hollywood is kind of in a quandary themselves because they can't seem to make anything that makes money besides those movies. Everyone else is, watching Netflix and things like that. Thank you, Suzanne, for participating. You got it. You won. It was Harold and Maude. That is a great movie. I loved it so much. I really did. I actually had to, it's interesting, but I missed some of the key points of it till I went and watched an analysis of it. I don't want to give it away in case you want to watch it, but there's such subtle messages in there and plot links that if you're not paying attention, you may miss it. This is actually some genuine stones in here. We've got some lapis and some sodalite in here, but it is a silver tone costume piece, and I will do it for a start of $18. Really pretty. It's got a nice toggle as well. Double strand. Netflix or gaming. Yeah, they really can't bring people to the theaters these days, and it's so expensive. My daughter was telling me she goes on, is it Monday afternoon? No, Monday. Yeah, Monday afternoon, I think before 6 p.m. They have a matinee, and then they have a half price Monday or something. So that's when she went to see the Superman movie. Her and her husband took advantage and did that. Look at that. Isn't this pretty with genuine stones? So that's a good deal, but otherwise you're like, oh, I don't want to go. I don't anyway. I know a lot of people like them, but I don't. So I watch the old stuff. 18 going once, looking for 20. And I watch movies that I didn't see because they were probably rated R when I was young. They were probably rated R, I couldn't see them or whatever. And I mean, it's just great cinema. And that particular movie has a great anti-war sentiment. Great or not great, I don't know. People still differ on that. But that's kind of like their hidden message too, is war and politics. So it's really a wonderful film. I love it. I recommend it to anyone who really likes to cine noir, as they say, the dark cinema, because it is kind of dark and there are some scenes that will take you aback. We're going twice, looking for 20. We are at fair warning at 18 for Gail. Gail, that one is yours. But it's a good one. And I did study film in college. I studied Spanish. My dual degree is in Romance languages, so I was required to take a lot of Spanish literature, Spanish cinema, and I studied some cine noir in there, and it was wonderful. So some wonderful dark cinema, those crazy movies. I love them. I showed this last time. I still can't believe that I haven't sold it because it's gorgeous. It is made out of some kind of resin. It has paisleys of multicolored metals. So we have silver. Thank you, Miss Gail. We have silver, brass, and gold tones in here with the copper. Wonderful, rich copper. I think it's fantastic. I don't know what I started it for before, but that doesn't matter. I just go with what I think at the time. So today I'm going to start it at $28. It's fantastic. It's a vintage piece. $28. Look at that layering of metals on each piece. $28. I don't believe any of these are precious metals, but I have not tested the silver part. That is brass, and that is copper, and it is on resin, and it is $28. Some kind of resin or wood lacquer of sorts. I think it's a fantastic vintage piece. $28 by Yippee-I-O-A. Thank you so much. I hope you took the time to fill out my form, everyone who's popping in new. And if I haven't sold to you anywhere, because I do have auctions on Facebook, I did put a Google form up there. They tested it for me a minute ago and said it was working. I tested it as well. So that information comes to me and me alone. I don't share it with anyone. Please fill that out for me. Going once at 20. It's such a cool piece, isn't it? I can't believe this popped out of a jewelry jar. It's got brass beads as well. Looking for 30, we do $2 incremental bids until we get to 50. At 50, we do $5 incremental bids. If we get to 100, we will do fast, furious $10 incremental bids. I love this piece. Yeah, it's really a nice piece. And it lends itself to so much. It looks really dressy with what I'm wearing, with this black suit that I'm wearing, but I could wear that with a little t-shirt, a little J. Crew shirt, and some denim, maybe some cowboy boots, and casual days as well. All right, we are now at fair warning. Looks like we haven't gotten another bid. We are at 28. And no one else has come in. Again, I'm waiting for the lag because it can be slow. But we're going to go ahead and declare it at fair warning to Miss Yippee-I-O. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Yippee-O-A. I want to say Yippee-I-O, so correct me, please, if I'm saying it wrong. Sometimes I read what's not there. Appreciate you. That has sold. That has sold to you. Nothing fell from here. I don't know what fell out of my chair, out of my desk here, but that is yours at 28. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh, let's try these. These are fantastic too, because these are also copper. Oh, it's the little brooch. My little teeny brooch that I was showing you a minute ago. Here we go. These are beautiful. Copper. They've got, what do you call these little dingles? I always want to know. I want to say spires, or spikes, and I don't believe either is correct. Let me know if you know. Either way, I'm going to do these at $12. They are pierced. They have wonderful design. They look great, I think, with something like that necklace. Pendulum, that makes sense too. And they have sort of a glass bead, ceramic, excuse me. My husband brought me some water. Where is it? Here it is. Let me take a drink. Miss Patricia, how are you? So good to see you. I gotta sell these earrings that I'm wearing. They look fantastic. But let me put these on so you can see their scale. $12 was our start on these. Very well made, genuine copper. I know many people are sensitive to copper, but many people are not, and they really appreciate it. I know I do. I love that cuff that we just sold. I just showed a necklace earlier, and these earrings are beautiful. And those were a $12 start, genuine copper, mixed beads and designs, and little pendulums or spires or spikes. Any other names? We're going to pass on those. Let me know later if you find them of your interest. we can do a buy now on them. Oh, I've got a fantastic Kendra. This one is still in wonderful condition. And I know these are still quite pricey. They do have their logo and bar logo as well. Their logo and branding bar there. And it's the rose quartz, and I know she does genuine stones. Either they are some kind of irradiated, heat-treated quartz or genuine quartz, depending on their availability and their cost. But this is the rose quartz, and it's in silver tone, which I also like a lot. And I will start this one at $24. $24 will get us started on the classic Kendra Scott. I forget what she calls this necklace. If you know, let me know in the chat. But it's beautiful. It's also a great base for starting to layer necklaces. And this is silver tone. I'll blend it with gold tone. It doesn't matter. That's a $24 start. The classic Kendra. Any interest on this one? I'm so glad there's people here today. How fabulous is that? I just started this channel to sell, so I'm so happy that you found me. Please be sure and give the video a thumbs up if you're enjoying the auction, watching, or what we have available. Please put a thumbs up in the chat here. And if you can, come back and leave me a comment. Let me know what you enjoyed, what you would like for me to improve upon. I'm going to pass on the fabulous Kendra, but that is a really nice necklace. So a classic look. But I don't want to dwell too long on one thing, so we move pretty quickly. Oh, here's a good chain too. Again, when I was looking for something to layer with that that Alhambra design, this is kind of what I was thinking of too. More chains. Because they are layering on, and we already sold the Alhambra, but this is what I was thinking of. Just more chains to add on. This looks like the real deal. I wouldn't want to wear this out in some mean streets, that's for sure. Karen, did you come in at 24 for the, boy, I told you there was a huge line. It's crazy. Going up to 24. 2 times now at 24. Thank you so much for coming in on the Kendra. Fair warning at $24. And I put that Kendra aside for you. Looks like I gave it enough time. Yes, got it for you, Miss Karen. Look how beautiful this figure looks. Oh, I think it's fantastic. And then if I wanted to go for a Chanel ask look, I would pile on the pearls on top of that. Here we go. Because that's basically what she did. That's her iconic look. Chains and pearls. So this little piece is very heavy. It's very well made. It's gold plated. And it's, I think, 22 inches or 20 inches long. Let me double check. Thank you, Miss Karen. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is, let me see, this is an 18-inch ruler. 22 inches long. Beautiful. Great condition. I'll do it for $24. Very heavy. Very heavy. No discoloration. Sure hope it's not gold because I haven't tested it. But we're putting it out for $24. Yeah, it's really well made. Obviously gold plated. Oh, it is marked. Yeah, it's marked right here, 24 karat gold plate. So it's got a nice rich patina. I mean, a nice rich color. It really looks like the color of 18. Not like that really yellow 22, but definitely not the lighter 14K. So this one is the Figaro. Tara in at 24. Thank you, Miss Tara. Looking for 26. We do $2 incremental bids. Right now we're bidding on a gold plate necklace, Figaro, heavy, marked 24 karat gold plate. Very, very cool piece. Yeah, I would definitely layer this one up with real gold. No one's going to know which one's the real deal and which one is not. Looks just like my 14 karat gold pendant. Almost the same color. I think it's a little richer. Looks more like 18. Okay, we're counting it down for Tara. Going once. 2 times now, $24. Looking for 26. Fair warning. Fair warning at $24. Tara, this one's yours. Sold to Tara at $24. Thank you so much. Okay. We've got another rope chain. This is a nice one to have too, for all those beautiful vintage pendants or things of that nature. Oh, this is Pierre Cardin. This is the P mark for Pierre Cardin. So this is a vintage piece. This is a beautiful rope. Again, worn alone, they look great. This and a strand of pearls, you're made. Made for the evening or day. Wonderful piece. Great condition on this one, and I'll do this one for $28. Pierre Cardin vintage costume, Pierre Cardin, perfect condition. $28 on this one. It looks like it's the same length, but I will double check. Could be 24 or 22. Let me double check that length. $28 on this one. This one's 22 inches. Pierre Cardin, $28. 22 inches. You could not double it, but I'm just showing it to you there. It's in excellent condition. Vintage Pierre Cardin. Rope chain, nice and thick. $28 on that one. You'll take, yeah, I got you on that one, Miss Tara. Isn't that pretty? I almost want to wear this one right now. I usually pile on a couple of gold pieces with this necklace. 28. Okay, Yippie's going to make me take it off. Thank you, Miss Yippie. 2 times at 28. We're going once, 2 times. Looking for 30. I love the swing tag of the Pierre. Beautiful. It's very hefty, too. It's a nice, hefty chain. Thank you, Miss Nancy. Thank you very much. Just hanging out at home, playing with makeup. $28 now at fair warning for the Pierre Cardin rope chain, vintage. Excellent buy here. Congratulations and thank you so much. Yippee. That's a great one. It's really a nice piece. Here's a great little gemstone layered piece. I believe this is aventurine, some moon glow. The green definitely looks like aventurine to me. And I think these, oh, they could also be aventurine. I don't believe there's any jade here. I really always hesitate with jade. It's just such a obscure stone, and it's often duplicated or enhanced and treated. So I shy away from ever calling any green stone jade. But I will say it's likely aventurine. It's beautiful, and it looks like there's some carnelian in there as well. Really pretty. And some little brass caps. Just a really cool piece. I love it. I love the little boho mood it exudes. And I'll start this one at $32. Hi, Miss France Gilbert. How are you? Did I sell the necklace I paired with the heavy gold chain? Just right now? Probably not. Was it just right now that I showed it? Heavy gold chain. I sold the black one. That one did sell. This vintage paisley design. This one did sell, yes. If that's the one you're asking about, let me know. All right, what did I say on this one? $32. Aren't these beautiful? The colors are so pretty. There's some turquoise bead colors. Again, they're probably, if they're turquoise, they're probably a low for a composite, if they're even turquoise. But the rest of them are definitely genuine stones. They're really pretty. $32. I'll get us started on that. And it's a pretty universal size here. I believe it would probably extend all the way to 20. Looks like the longest is about a 20. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I forgot to put this earring on, but let me show them to you so we can sell them. These are fantastic. I think I'm going to need some longer. Yeah, let's do those. They're so fun. They're like a palm leaf or a monstera plant leaf, and they're clear lucite acrylic, and then they're splattered with gold glitter. They're just gorgeous. They're very lightweight, very fun. I think they have a real presence to them, and I'll do them for $12. $12 will get us started on these. If there's any interest, I'm going to put these here for a second. Would this be too high? Yeah. Trying to. Oh, I know what I need. My little. Here they are. Nope. There they go. I'm going to take a drink of water real quick. Can you see them? Would you please send me a way to your Facebook? I sure will. The links are always in my description boxes. I'm going to take a drink of water real quick, guys. We started those at 12. They're gorgeous. I will. Thank you for asking, Miss Celine. The stationed one also sold, if that's the one you're speaking about. Miss Tara. I thought you bought that one. I don't know. But both of those necklaces sold. If I'm not understanding you, please let me know. No interest on the beautiful gold. I'll put them back on there. $12. They're so lightweight. I love the lightweight earrings because they don't bother me. I have a gorgeous handbag to show you. I cannot believe my luck in finding this bag. Let me show it to you real quick. Okay. Have you ever heard of the Gucci? This is not Gucci, but the Gucci design they called the Jackie bag. It was named after, later named after Jackie Onassis. No, Jackie Kennedy Onassis, but it was her Onassis period, where she carried a wonderful bag that had a perfect proportioned shoulder strap, and it kind of was shaped very similar to this. It usually had the Gucci. I don't think it actually had the G's or anything like that, but it had like a canvas. Maybe it was leather. It might have been leather and just had a little flap over closure. But it reminds me very much of this one. This is an exclusive to Saks Fifth Avenue. It is vintage. It is a beautiful dove gray color. And it has wonderful hardware. Simple stitching design. I see absolutely no flaws. Obviously dead stock. Never sold. And this is the private label. Saks Fifth Avenue. Just beautiful, genuine leather. So it's kind of a, I mean, it may be 3 inches in the girth of that, maybe 2.5, 3 inches. It's really beautiful. There is a little scratch, you know, leather will scratch, but that kind of blends in once you start wearing it. There is also a wonderful little contrast of leathers here. You have the smooth and then you have the little wrinkly grain. Yes, it's absolute leather. Yes, it is. It says genuine leather as well. It is. You can smell it. And it says made in Uruguay. And it's also got the little piece of leather where you can feel that it's leather. It's got one zipper on the panel. It's got satin lining on the pocket, but the inside is either leather or a pleather on the inside. Not sure. Sometimes they do not do a leather lining itself, but it does have a leather-like lining, and then the pocket has like a satin lining. So it is absolutely gorgeous, and that's what it reminds me of. Please Google the Jackie bag, the Jackie Gucci bag. This, you always saw her being photographed in her white jeans and her little ribbed knits, you know, just racing to that taxi cab. That's what it reminds me of so much. I'm going to start this one at $75, and that's an absolute giveaway at $75. If there's any interest. And the color, this is the color I've been searching for in boots, and I've been looking for 10 years. It is the hardest color to find, gray. Nice strap. I love the perfect little shoulder bag. I like crossbodies too, but I like when a big bag is just a classic shoulder. $75 was the start of this one, if there's any interest. I can measure it for you so you can see how big it is. Looks like 11 by 15 or something. Kind of so used to. Actually, it's 13 and a half wide and 12 long. Oh, yeah, I can't let it go for less than $75 because I'm actually in love with it. Totally neutral too, isn't it? Beautiful color. I love the simplicity of it. I love the class. that exudes from this with no loud logos, free logos. I think the logos started, gosh, what, 70s, late 70s. And this, as I said, is a private label anyway, so it was made exclusively for Saks Fifth Avenue. So we're going to put that aside for now. I had another cute bag to show you. This is, let me hang this up right here. This is a vintage bag. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's perfect for what I'm wearing now if I was going out to dinner or something. It's just a little beaded bag. Look at this amazing little bag. Now this is truly vintage. I would say 20s or 30s. Look at the tortoiseshell rings in there. Fantastic. This feels like raw silk on the inside, but I can't swear to it. I don't want to burn it. But that's what it feels like to me. And that was a $75 start if anybody was interested in that bag. This is gorgeous. And I will do this one for $32. There's a little loose bead here, still hanging on for dear life. No other missing beads that I see. And the lining is looks like it's been either hand sewn or sewn again. And that is our evening bag. And it's just a cute little drawstring. You can handle it like this. Just your lipstick. Your phone if you carry a small one only. Does anybody still carry a small phone? My daughters do. They all switched over to the smaller iPhone. And my husband has a smaller phone too. I'm the only one that's got a giant phone. It's crazy. All right, another fabulous necklace here. Let's see this one. Again, I started that bag very low, so if you call me later, I'm not going to let it go at 75. Only here. Copper, isn't this fantastic? My phone is gigantic, right? Yeah, and I know people who carry their mini iPads and their phone. I mean, my phone weighs a ton too because of the case. Well, the phone too, but the case really weighs it down. Isn't this a beautiful copper piece? It also has one of those little pendulums in the back. Celine in at 75. Thank you, Miss Celine. You're going to love that bag. You will not see another one like it. That's obviously from the 80s or late 70s. Just gorgeous. Going once at 75. Now we do $5 incremental bids after 50. So if anybody else is interested, your next bid up on this one is $80. 75 looking for 80. The color too, such a rare color in leather. You always see the ox blood, was it ounce? Yeah, ox blood, the beige and the ivory, and of course the tan, but you rarely see a gray bag, and it is just so classic. Looking for 80, we're going once. Celine has come in at 75. One bid in on this gorgeous Saks Fifth Avenue leather bag, exclusive to Saks. 2 times now at 75. Next bid, if you're interested, is $80. 75 now, twice. I did sell the earrings. Thank you, Peru. Oh my goodness, I didn't see anybody with the earrings. Let me take them off. They're so cute. Let me go back and see who came in on the earrings. Looks like Celine is taking it home. Taking it home. No battle on this fantastic bag. So cool. Everybody's going to know you're wearing a classic, very expensive handbag without screaming one single logo at you. Pure luxury. What do they call that? Quiet luxury. Thank you so much, Miss Celine. That was yours at 75. I appreciate it. All right, so let me go back and see who bid on those earrings. Let me take another drink of my water. I am losing my voice here. Congratulations, Miss Celine. You're going to absolutely love it. Oh, did you come in on the, well, the last bid I got was 16 from Yippee. I don't see anybody coming. Oh, Yippee at 16. I think she got the other. Let me know, Yippee, did you bid on these? If you did, I'll just put them down for you. But just put yes, acrylic. Yes, acrylic if you did. And we'll get those for you. If not, we'll move on. Oh, here's another fabulous bag. Do you remember when 9 West did leather bags? All leather bag? Because nowadays you will see Taglianello, you will see the sack, you will see, what other bags are out there? I'm trying to think. Bueno bags. They may have leather on the main bag, but the strap and the panel and the sides are compromised, always, in order to keep the cost down. This is 9 West. This is all leather, just gorgeous. It's got a little wood tip. It has the design of Bottega Veneta. This is what Bottega Veneta is known for, their woven bags. So this is very late 80s, I would say, early 90s. And it's in great condition as well. It is a really nice full crossbody. Look how long that is for you. So if you're taller or you just like your bag right there within your reach, you want to do a full hands-free bag. This is your bag. Yeah. Okay. Acrylic. Perfect. Thank you. I got those for you. All right. Now I can model more earrings. So this is fantastic in a chocolate brown. Very lightweight, not a heavy leather, probably because of that woven. I also like that it has a double zipper. The zipper pulls are leather clad as well. And it opens sort of accordion style, which is fantastic because you can find everything. One of the reasons I sold my old Louis Vuitton 25 Speedy is because I had to pull everything out of it to find anything. When they expand with an accordion like this, it's so easy to find your things. So this one's nice and clean on the inside. No tears or stains. It's black fabric lining. 9 West. 9 West. I remember they used to make such nice bags. I don't even think they make bags anymore. Or clothes. I mean, shoes. I always stuff the purses with plastic bags or pillows or anything in order to keep their shape. I never store a bag that's not stuffed. It will lose its shape really fast. So this is a great little 9 West bag, all leather, leather strap. Always ask. If you buy handbags on eBay or anywhere, always ask if it is full leather because many times it could be bonded leather, which comes apart. It could have vinyl or man-made around the trim and strap. And that is where your wear comes in. That is where you're going to see that your bag is wearing down within a year, maybe less, and you'll get rid of it. So you get what you pay for when you buy full leather bags. I'm going to start this one at $28. Total giveaway, $28. Really a beautiful bag, great condition. The leather has, of course, faded a little bit in the corner there at the bottom, but nothing tearing. Strap is still intact. It's just gorgeous. Isn't it a cute little bag? I love it. Thank you for coming in at 28. We're looking for 30. We do $2 incremental bids. Please fill out my Google form at the top of the chat. You'll also find it in the description boxes of my other videos. Or email me at thelmahordes@gmail.com. But I'd like to have that Google form so I have them separate from my emails. If you've never purchased from me before, I need that information. I'll need only your real name and your YouTube name as well as your email address. I don't need phone numbers. If you are up to date with PayPal, they have all the information I need when I print out that label. We're looking for 30. We're going once at 28, 2 times at 28. Does anybody want to come in at 30? Great little bag. And we are now at 30. You're going to love this little bag. It is so cute. And it's nice and roomy. Some of these messenger bags really do hold a lot. Don't have to worry about the font, of course, that's going in there. And any other essentials you may need. It's a really good size. We're going to say fair warning at $28. $2 incremental bids. If anybody wants in, it's $30 for the next one. Let me take a drink while I let that white come in. $30 is the next bid we're looking for. Boy, those gulping sounds really get picked up on my mic. That's why I kind of step away when I take a drink. I watched this wonderful YouTube channel, and someone commented on her channel, and she's fantastic. She does kind of entertainment news, and she reads books as well. She's like a book club. But anyway, someone commented about, I can't stand those noises even when you swallow, I can hear it. And there's actually a disorder for that. I forget what it's called, some kind of hypersensitivity to that sound. So I don't want to offend anybody. This one's yours. Thank you so much. Good, good. Yeah, I stepped into the kitchen. Here's some wonderful little earrings too. These have a turquoise look. They're actually howlite. Not sure what the pink is, but the pink looks like coral. It's really beautiful. I'll do these for 10. Nice long hooks on those. $10 will get us started. Beautiful howlite color there, or colored howlite, and sort of a coral looking bead with another little micro beading bead there. $10 will get us started on those. These are very nice as well. Let me put them on and see what else I can bring to you. See these? They're pretty substantial. I love that pop of turquoise. You can put it with anything, right? It's amazing. All right, here's a gorgeous piece. This one, my mother actually gave me this. Someone gave it to her, and she never wore it, and I love it. I believe it is composite turquoise on the beads, and these also look like genuine turquoise. Really a nice one. This, I believe, is Coldwater Creek, if I'm not mistaken. Coldwater Creek or Sundance, I forget. Let me see what's marked. Yeah, and this is a silver tone finding. I don't see a mark on it, but it's an amazing piece. Let me take this one out. Looks like we got some troll activity. That's okay. We took care of it. Hi, Miss Jeannie. Look at this beautiful piece. Oh my gosh. It actually does not look bad with these earrings too, right? It's not too much. And I think that touch of coral. 10 for Patricia. Thank you, Miss Patricia. Going once at 10, 2 times now at 10. Fair warning at 10 to Miss Patricia. Looking for 12 if anybody else is interested. 12 is the next one up. Next bid up, $2 incremental bids. Thank you so much. Thank you for filling out that form. If you've purchased from me at Facebook, I will likely have your information, but it's easier if you fill out the form as well. If it's been a while since you purchased from me. If it hasn't and you purchase from me all the time on Facebook, don't worry about it, because they do keep the information if I keep generating invoices. If I don't, it's been 6 months or so, they kind of flush it down a bit. Yeah, they do go good together, don't they? Anyway, these are sold. Thank you so much, Miss Patricia. These earrings that look like coral and turquoise, but are actually howlite and who knows what, are yours at $10. Now we've got this beautiful thing. Again, one of my mother's friends gave her this, and she gave it to me. And I'm going to sell it. If anybody wants it, it's gorgeous. Again, looks like composite turquoise on the beads. I mean, on the big fat ones there. But I could be wrong. I don't know. But look at those gorgeous other beads that strand it all up. And these are 3 strands. And I will start this one at $80. $80 will get us started on this. It's absolutely gorgeous. I think it's a perfect length too. It looks good with this neckline, but I think it would look great with a little cowl neck as well. I mean, not a cowl neck, a boat neck. $80 will get us started on this one. Beautiful necklace. If anyone is interested in this one, it is an $80 start. Form is at the top, Miss Patricia, if you want to fill it out. You don't need to. I think I still have your information, so it's not necessary. I recognize you from Facebook and all of that, and you buy pretty frequently on Facebook, so I think your information is still with me on PayPal. But if it's been a while since you purchased on Facebook, it would be nice to fill out that form and have it up to date for me in my databases so I can invoice you. It's at the top of the chat. I'll see if I could put it in again. I'll try to put that copy paste again because I had copied it earlier. These are perfect. Yes, it's a little glitzy and glam, but it's almost Christmas. Those parties are going to start coming in. And, you know, sometimes we just want to wear something to Costco. It's okay. I'll do these for $12. Beautiful. Rhinestones. Yeah, let me see if I can post it. There it is. All right. Yeah, click that little form there. It's a Google Doc, and it just asks for your email, your real name, your YouTube name, so that when I get ready to invoice, I don't have to dig through too much to find you. This is a $10 start. They're really beautiful. Post, pierced, very sparkly. Yeah, I get really thirsty under these lights. Take another drink. And did I have another purse? I thought I had brought another purse. 9 was the black. Let me go look real quick. I think I have one. All right, this is another bag that I love for every day. It's classic 90s quiet luxury as well. This is Via Spiga. They make only leather bags. And that wonderful cream, beautiful color, like sand, not cream, more of a sandy color. Also has that wonderful woven Bottega Veneta style design there. You're going to wear them to Costco, right? Thank you so much. Absolutely. There's a picture that I think about all the time. It used to be on the giant wall of my gym when I had a gym membership. I actually closed that gym. And they would show these ladies on their bikes and, you know, doing the thing with all their gold jewelry on. I was like, that's me. No need to take off everything just to get on a bike, stationary bike. That's just me. All right, these are going at 10. Two times. Looking for 12. Costume. Gorgeous rhinestones. They are ready to go to Costco. or to that wonderful holiday party you may wind up seeing. I have 2 weddings to go to. I'm so excited. I have a nephew. Well, he's actually my grandnephew. Or actually, no, he's my cousin, triple removed. Yes, I finally figured out how to figure that out. So he's actually my cousin's son. And she's my cousin. Well, she's my first cousin, but she's still once removed because she's a generation younger than me. And her son is getting married. So excited for that one in May, and then of next year. And then this month, at the end of this month, one of my Para's daughters is getting married. She invited me to that, so I'm excited. See, you just never know when you're going to pull out that jewelry or that baguette bag that you need. This is a baguette. These are called baguettes because they're very much like a little clutch, but you have your strap. And this is leather as well. Perfect for phone only and essentials. Exactly, Miss Iris. Why buy it if you're never going to wear it? I've never been that way. Or to say, oh, that's a bag I can only wear whenever, like once a year, and it's just cracking in your closet. No, I wear my designer bags if I'm lucky enough to have any, wherever I want. My leather bags wherever and whenever I want. I don't have a casual bag. Anyway, this one's cute. It's leather, complete leather. Maybe a call out right here that might be able to come off with just a little leather wash, but no wear in the corners. Nothing like that. I love this little brushed hardware on it. This strap is removable, so you can actually just do a full-on, not just put in here, but you could take it completely off. You can do a full clutch, and clutches are timeless. Absolutely timeless. But I love the idea of a baguette with a strap. And I'll do this one for a start bid of $26. Full leather bag as well. $26 on this one, and it's a great color. Sand, sort of a light sand color. Any interest on the Via Spiga? Full leather bag. Leather strap, leather panel. Great condition. Let me show you the inside. No makeup stains. If it does, I usually will call it out or donate it. I try to clean them sometimes, but I don't buy them if they're dirty. To me, that's just, oh, I found 2 Doonies yesterday. I saw 2 beautiful Doonies, and I could not. It looked like the person had let her dog live in it. I could not believe someone wears a purse to its deathbed. I just can't believe people do that. And it was such a beautiful design. It was the big hobo Doonie with the animal print on it, all leather, no canvas. And both of the bags, I could tell they were donated probably from the same person. We're just done. They should have been in the trash. Thank you, Miss Brewer. This one is starting at $26 for you, going once, 2 times now at $26. Looking for 28. Fair warning at $26. And I'll bundle this up in a flat rate so we can keep the shipping as economically as possible. Usually with bags, it's a little bit weightier, but I always check to see if UPS ground is cheaper. The USPS ground is cheaper than the flat rate, because sometimes it is. I appreciate it very much. We're going to call it fair warning at $26 and sold at $26. Appreciate that. Let's see what the jewelry I have to show you. Here's a vintage, really beautiful. I don't know what they call this work. It looks like it's painted, but not as shiny as enamel, so I'm really not sure. But it's gorgeous. Thank you, Deborah. I appreciate it. I see someone calling you Deborah. I'm not sure about your name. But now I know, Deborah. Peru. Ooh. Isn't that pretty? I love it. I think it's so pretty. Maybe some cottagecore, little linen shirt, white shirt would be beautiful with it. Or just a white button-up crispy shirt, right? Love long lockets like this. It's not a locket though. And it has, I think it's an Avon. Indeed, it is Avon. It's a vintage Avon. It is hallmarked Avon in the back. And I will do it for $14. It's so pretty. It's still in great condition. $14. I love that black as well. Gives it sort of an exotic look, I think. $14, and the chain is in great condition too. It looks like it's 24 inches long. Let me make sure. 26 actually. I gotta get back to that copper. I didn't show that one. I got onto another with the purses. Isn't that beautiful? Vintage Avon piece. Very cottagecore. Love that. 14 for Yippee. Thank you so much. Looking for 16. We are at 14 looking for 16. We're going once at 14. If you're interested, we do $2 incremental bids until we get to 50. At 50, we do 5. And at 100, we will jump to $10 incremental bids. Fair warning now at 14. UPOA has it at 14. Let that lag come in. Put this aside before I declare it sold. Looks like that was our only bid so far. Okay. Let me get out of this shelf here. Here's another really quaint, I think it's gorgeous. It's a vintage necklace. And it has a little tangle on it, so I have to get it out, but it's perfectly fine. And it is 16 inches. Just has a vintage jump ring, spring ring. And it's just a simple little bead. You might be able to see it better here. Cloisonné bead. But it does have a tangle right now. I have to get it out. Isn't that sweet? Just a simple bead. I'll do it for $8. Bead on a chain. Sort of a floral motif. Oh, thanks. I did that myself with nail polish. I'm very crafty sometimes. I'm very crafty with the nail polishes. It got dirty. It was white and it just got so dirty. And I always, instead of just throwing away my nail polishes, I save them when they get a little bit too gummy. See, it'll sit like that. Isn't it cute? And I'll paint things. I also did the black velvet, the small ones. I gave away my black velvet ones because they always drown out the jewelry. They glare it out. But this one was a little dirty, so I just got all my old nail polishes and just marled them all together with gold and red and everything. Open those windows if you do that, though. That nail polish will get to you. All right, $8 on the vintage bead of Cloisonné. Yeah, it moves. It moves on the chain. Really cute. We're going to pass on this one, and we're going to go to the brass one. Like I said, I don't remember what I started it at last time. I think it was about 40 or over. But it is in such beautiful condition. This does not even have to be polished. And I'll do it today for 32, I'm sorry. $32. Beautiful mid-century copper. $32. Amazing. And it's beautifully constructed. I hope you can see the loops back there. Really well done. $32 start. Loretta in at 32. Thank you, Miss Loretta. Going once at 32. Looking for 34. It's got a hook. Closure, so easy. $2 metal beds. Anybody in at 34? We're at 32 right now. Yeah, I love that. It is an absolutely beautiful piece. I love finding copper pieces. I think they're so beautiful. And I was saying last time, it kind of reminded me of boomerangs or laurel leaves. Fair warning now for Miss Loretta at 32. Thank you so much, Miss Loretta. Fair warning, we'll say, and we'll call it sold. We'll call it sold so we can move on. Oh, I think I was going to show you this bag. This is from Bendel, Henry Bendel. Also leather, perfect little clutch. And there is the mark there, another exclusive iconic store. This is real leather here, and then it is snakeskin, and it has that beautiful gloss. I love this. I was actually going to use this for my keys only, so when I want to take a small purse and don't want to grab my big doctor bag style, I can just grab one of these. I think it's really cute. And very soft. You can also use it for your makeup or your essentials, you know, your lip glosses and things. And I will do this one for $20. All leather. The strap is not removable, so it's a little wristlet. Genuine snakeskin, genuine leather, Henry Bendel, $20. Like new, $20. Beautiful little clutch wristlet. Henry Bendel. Yeah, just because, you know, I have the keyless entry. Most of us have keyless entries now. So we just have to port our keys with us, and that's an easy way to not lose it. You know, if you carry just one thing and it's in your hand, you're just inviting trouble. It's also marked here on the zipper pull. $20 on the Henry Bendel. All right, I think I showed that already before as well, so we'll move on. This is Glazier's Pearl, a jewel of native. So these are gorgeous little mother of pearl. I love these. I'm going to put them on the little back so you can see them. They're little polar bears, and they're inlay, probably like that necklace with the paisleys is, and some kind of resin or lacquer wood. They're just gorgeous. They came in this, they're from Alaska. So apparently they are a souvenir type thing. They are post. This is their packaging. They're so cute. Mother of pearl white polar bears. And I'll do these for $12. Inlay mother of pearl on those. $12 will get us started on these. $12 start. Mother of pearl. These are Alaskan native made, I believe, is the implication on the packaging. Anybody want to get started at $12? I love them. They are so detailed and pretty. And we got $12 from Celine. Thank you, Miss Celine. Going 2 times now. We got 1 bid in, going once, going twice. Let me put these back in their packaging. I think I may go grab some rings now that I have a few people still here. 20-something people. Thank you so much, everyone who's here. Please share the video with your friends on Facebook, on Instagram. Please don't spam anyone else's chats. They've got their own things to worry about. But I do appreciate it if you click the link that says share, especially when this is over. Share it with your friends and put it over in your social media. Let me go grab some rings of sterling silver variety and see if you guys like that. Okay, I have a couple here, a few. Let me get the mandrel. Let me find the mandrel. There it is. All right, we've got this beautiful ring. This is fantastic. It is chromium dioxide, what they call Russian emeralds. They're not emeralds. They're not in the beryl family, but that's that's kind of their moniker. And it is chromium dioxide, and it is a size 5 on the nose. It's a beautiful ring, modernist design, sterling silver. That would make a great pinky ring. And that is in the emerald cut. It's absolutely gorgeous. See the way it sits there. I think it's so beautiful. Let me get a holder. Over here, handy, but not. They're everywhere where they need to be. That is the prettiest green color. It's not represented unless I put it on my skin, on my finger. Then you can really see the green color. Isn't that gorgeous? Size 5 on the nose, sterling silver. She's on the last item of $12. I thought we got that sold. Wasn't it the polar bears? It was the polar bears, right? Was there something else I showed after the polar bears? Let me know. Anyway, I'm going to start her at $58. It's a beautiful sterling silver ring. $58. It is chromium dioxide. Oh, that's okay. Thank you, Deborah, for helping. I appreciate it. Look at the way it is kind of squared off as well. So that'll keep it from flipping around. And that's really important when you wear it as a pinky ring. This is a perfect pinky ring. If anybody wears a 5, I wear 3.5, 4, so I cannot wear it as a pinky. But that would be a perfect pinky ring. Of course, in my opinion, when you wear a pinky ring, you don't wear another ring. So it has nothing to fight with. I mean, a statement pinky ring. If it's just a band, well, that's fine. $58 was the start on this one. Any interest at $58? Sterling silver, chromium dioxide. You wear a 6, yeah. It could probably be size, but you may be compromising the shape. So I would probably advise no. Find a finger that it'll fit. Yeah, because it's supposed to be squared off. I wish it fit me on my pinky. I love it as a pinky ring. All right, so that was the chromium dioxide. Then I have this one. This one's a 6, I believe. And it's some blue stones here. I don't know if they are zircon, if they're crystal. I have no idea. I don't think the presidium can hold water, much less accurately test gemstones. So I'd rather just sell it for aesthetic value and intrinsic value of sterling silver and beauty. And let me see what this sells for. I mean, what size this is. I think it's a 6.5 or a 7. It's a 6.5, almost a 7. Am I holding it right? Am I putting it in right? Yeah, there's almost at 7. Thank you again, everyone who's here. Let me. Okay. I was trying to share a link, but it's at the top of the chat anyway. I pinned it for the form. All right, it is 6.5. It's really a 6.5, almost a 7. It's gorgeous. It's 2 flowers. And also the sides right here, I always thought those were black stones, but it's just fabricated metal. Isn't it beautiful? It looks like black spinels. But it's fabricated metal, and then the petals on the pear cut stones are also fabricated metal, so it looks like white stones. It's just beautiful. Thank you, Allison. I so appreciate it. 6.5 on this beautiful ring. Blue stones, fabricated metal on all of the other illusion setting there. And I will start this one at $66. $66 is our starting bid. It is sterling silver. It's a beautiful ring, 6.5. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I think it's gorgeous. I'm gonna have to go put my hair up. It's starting to sweat in here under these lights. Okay, we're going to pass on that one. I have some turquoise. Beautiful turquoise. How long have we been on, y'all? It's 7. Size 7. I think I started at noon, right? Hey, Siri, what time is it? Oh, it's 2:30. Whoa, I've been on a long time.
It's 2:36 p.m.
And I have not even had breakfast. I got up at 8 and haven't had breakfast yet. Nor coffee. I offered my coffee to my husband and my daughter, and I just make these little French press. So it only makes like 3 or 4 cups, maybe 3. And they took them, so I'm not going to have more coffee. I'm going to have to pretend it's morning because I have to start with bread. Luckily, I made bread. With breakfast, I mean. This is a Desert Rose Trading. It's beautiful. It has malachite and turquoise. Beautiful band. And I will do this one for a start of $44. $44 on the beautiful band. It's got wonderful designs. I think it's, hold on, it might be Running Bear. It's neither. It's neither Running Bear nor Desert Rose. It's the symbol that looks like a dollar sign. I don't know who that is. It might even be a native piece for all I know. I haven't checked it in a while. Isn't that pretty though? That malachite is so pretty there. $44 was the start of this one. Let me go get my hair up real quick. I'll be right back. Then I can show you the rest of the rings. Okay, hair is up and out of the way. And I grabbed some more jewelry while I was there. Switch it up. I showed this earlier, but I hate when people come to my door. Sterling silver. Isn't that amazing? I just love it. It is, I think, over 4 inches long. Beautiful design. Yeah, it's 3 1/4. I believe it's Mexican. 925 Mexico. What I love about this one too is you can wear it this way. You can orient it both ways and it looks fantastic. And I don't remember what I started at last, but today I'm going to start it at $55. Doesn't it just make a jacket? And it doesn't look frumpy. It doesn't look like you're looking at a 1960s, 70s flick. I think it just looks relevant. $55 was the start of that one. It is sterling. It's quite hefty, quite nice. I really like that. Here is another ring. Size 7. This is 7 on the nose. I did purchase this with its size tag on it at the museum. So all of these are genuine stones. So we have citrine, we have rutilated, I'm not sure what the druzy is, and amethyst. It's a hefty, hefty setting as well. And I'll start this one at $55. Sterling silver, size 7, genuine gems, straight from our Museum of Natural Science here in Houston. They were tagged genuine gems and with the size 7 on it. And look at that wonderful setting. That is a hefty ring. That is a very hefty ring. $55 is the start on this one. Any interest at $55. Citrine, amethyst, and rutilated. Okay. Another ring. This is another size 5. Amethyst. Blue topaz, and I'm saying blue topaz because that's how it was sold to me. And I do recognize the amethyst. Blue topaz, sterling silver. Not a very dark amethyst, more in the mid-range. And I'm starting this one at $60. Let's have an amethyst a little darker than that. Beautiful, though. I love that lavender color. That was a $60 start. This would make another fantastic pinky ring. Isn't that gorgeous? Let me see who else is here so I can say hello. Thank you so much, everyone who came in today. I'm going to take a little breather here. Whew. Hope everyone's doing well today. Patricia, we said hello to Patricia. Deborah, we know that's part of her report. Let's see. Celine, again, thank you. Allison. If I didn't say hello, please forgive me. I did have to time out someone who was talking something about, I don't know what they were talking about. Something about probably like a scheme, like a business scheme. People are always coming out with, make $1 million by tomorrow, that kind of stuff. All right. So that was pretty good. Let me take another look at the rings. I think I showed you all the rings. Oh, I was going to show you how pretty this looks. As a pinky. Those big pinky rings look really nice. This one's pretty too. This is 4.5. More like a pinky ring for some. No, wait, that's my brand. 4.5 on this one. This one is gorgeous hematite vintage. It does have the designer. I think it's Stella Shank. Beautiful hematite. Looks black. Doesn't look like that magnetic silvery color. It just looks like a jet black. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's sterling silver, 4.5, and I will do it for a start bid of $60. 4.5. Malachite. Well, it was malachite in the middle. Really pretty. It's got a lot of heft. And here's the mark on the inside. See, it's almost like a dollar sign, but it could be 2 married initials too. And I think it's 925. And I still hold that Native American pieces, anything worth having anyway, usually don't have the 925, but that may be changing. I don't know. I've always heard they stamp it sterling. Now, I'm also a little perturbed when people say that because it says sterling, it's vintage. I could make it tomorrow and stamp it sterling. Sandy over at Just Sandy Makes Jewelry, she stamps hers sterling with the word sterling. She does not use the 925 stamp. So that doesn't always indicate a vintage piece either. So I'll have to ask Jason about that too, see what his opinion is on that. Isn't that pretty? I love it. At first I thought it was actually green turquoise, but on further inspection, I noticed the banding. All right, so that was that one. Here's some fantastic, I love these because they pick the light up very nicely. They are clip-on earrings, little huggies, silver tone, great condition. They look like sterling, beautiful. And they have not only that rib design which picks up the light, but they almost have a little bit of a, I don't want to say that, dust, what they used to, I think they call it diamond dust. That's how much of a brilliance it gives off. They're really pretty. These are $10. I never did put earrings on that. Let me put them on so you can see. See, the huggies have their place too. Cute, huh? Okay, no interest on that gorgeous brooch. I love it. It's so pretty. Now I would switch probably to something silvery with that. Maybe that torque I sold already, but just to give you an idea. There we go. A little play there. We've got some coral, vintage coral that is. We have a very early hook here. This is true ranch coral, absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I've had so many of these. I've had the double strand. I've had the very small little nuggets. Navajo design. All right, Patricia Ann on the ring. Thank you so much. Going once at 44. 2 times at 44 for that triple stone. We didn't get anyone in on the blue, correct? I'll put that aside for you, Miss Patricia. 2 times now. Anybody in at 46? Fair warning at 44. You know, I may have to take a break. Come back in the evening. No, I'm not. I'm not going to come back this evening. I may do a Facebook later in the evening. We'll see how I'm feeling. If not, maybe I'll do it tomorrow because it's a lot. It's a lot of jewelry to move through. We passed on this beautiful amethyst. I'm just running them through one more time. Again, we do PayPal only billing here. So please fill out my form if you have not purchased from me through Facebook or anywhere else. And if I don't have that information, it'd be nice to have it on the form, have it in a certain file, Google form file, easy to find. That's linked, and I've also dropped the link a few times. We also passed on this beautiful sterling chromium diopside. Gorgeous green. Oh, I can't get over how pretty that green is. And I think those are the rings I got. Oh, I've got a couple of necklaces here. Every time I bring a really spectacular piece like turquoise, forgive me if the prices fluctuate with me, but honestly, I see them, I go with what I'm thinking at the time or before I bring it. I sometimes prepare, sometimes do comps. I know what turquoise goes for. I know what spectacular 70s vintage collectible turquoise goes for. Sometimes I'm feeling like I really want to get rid and clean the closets, get the estate sale out. That's why I named it the estate sales, because it is my stuff that I'm moving. And so if you see a different price, please don't feel that I'm just, flighty or whatever. But honestly, often also I fall in love with it again and I don't bring it back. Or I fall in love with it and I feel like it's worth even more than what I had originally priced it for. So just know that about this particular auction. I know everybody does things their own way. So just if you could give me some grace on that. Here's a little vintage piece, really pretty. It's got true gemstone colors in each panel. Thank you, Deborah. Thanks for popping in. I'm going to do this one for $20. It has ruby red, emerald green, and sapphire blue in each one of these little panels. It has an old peanut chain. There's a tiny bit of discoloration in the back, but it's really beautiful still in the front. Made wonderfully, these little stones even have cutouts. Isn't that beautiful? And I will start this one at $22. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut it too in just a few minutes. I'm just trying to not put back too many things. $22 will get us started on this one because, like I said, I haven't even eaten anything and I don't want to start getting dizzy. This looks really pretty on. Did I give you a price on that coral? I'm so absent-minded. Yes, I will do $125 on the coral. Genuine coral, vintage 70s. Yes, you can still harvest coral. Many countries still harvest it. They go through a lot of loopholes, but you can still get it. But most of the coral you get nowadays is farmed and dyed, and that's why it's that horrible, horrid, stark red, and not this beautiful, natural coral. $125 was the start on this one. Any interest at $125? Got another little torque. This one is really cute in its little scallop. Again, lends itself to be worn by itself. Or with a pendant of your choice. Very comfortable to go on and off. It's got a nice opening, and I'll do this one for $10. Really good color still on this too. $10 silver tone costume torque. $10 will get us started on this one. Thank you again, Deborah, for being here. I hope you have a great rest of your day and week. The start of your week or your whole week. Oh, let me see. I think I showed you all those other sterling pieces. Oh, let's do this one. This one's fantastic. And I need to move some stuff off of this beautiful display. It's getting heavy for that little display. Here we have citrine citrine yellow, turquoise, genuine turquoise, and sort of a cream and white, I want to say almost citrine colored pearl. It's really a deep cream, and then a pearl. On sterling findings. This is beautiful. I love the combo here. Sonara does it go for 8K. Wow, absolutely. Absolutely. I find it very hard for someone to criticize an artisan's work, whether it's by price or by thinking, oh, I would have designed it this way, because you can never know what's in the artist's mind at the time. That's why I almost feel like it's sacrilegious, unless it's broken, to turn something that was a pendant into a ring or whatever. Or sometimes people can't wear rings anymore. They get older, their fingers, start getting gnarly like mine are. And you can't even get some rings on. So I can see that. But I honestly can't stand it when I hear someone say, that's too expensive, or they'll be looking at something that a Native American has made. That's too expensive. That's outrageous. Oh my gosh, you're not the one who put your heart and soul into that thing, not even mentioning how you could have scavenged that stone, or whether you were hoarding it from your grandfather's collection of stones or what. It's so impossible to dictate your own opinions on pricing. It really is. So no, I don't doubt that one bit. Not at all. I think I count myself lucky to have been able to have found some pieces when I was younger, and they were expensive then too. But some of those older pieces, they're irreplaceable. They're priceless. They really are. They're absolutely priceless. But this is a gorgeous little turquoise. I love the combination of the pearls. I have seen some work with pearls as well in Native American pieces. And I've even seen them use gemstones. Some Hopi artist that I was lucky enough to purchase one of her rings, she uses a lot of garnets, and I think garnets, of course opals, I've seen those too, but garnets and emeralds in her designs, and they are beautiful. All right, so we're going to do this one for a giveaway price of $75. And you have pearls, you have turquoise, real pearls, real turquoise, and even citrine. This little crystal like is citrine. $75. Thank you, Miss Verna. Yes. $75. My daughter will tell me something like, I just bought this from Etsy, this, and she says, I said, that's what it's handmade. They are charging what they think their art is worth. And if you're willing, they find a buyer, then that's what it's worth. Absolutely. $75 will get us started. I love this. I think this is really pretty. Again, these are sterling findings, genuine gems here, genuine gemstones, turquoise, citrine, and pearls. All right, let me see. Did I put something else? Oh, I pulled a little skinny little turquoise thing. Here it is. This one's so cute. Now this one, the cross at the end is sterling. It is marked. Oh, this one has the copyright. Oh, what is the name of that symbol that looks like a cross? Native American symbol, but I think it stands for the 4 crossroads of life or something. It is a Zia. Is that what it's called? A Zia? Well, that's what's on here. But I haven't tested the toggle, so I don't know if the toggle is sterling or not. It's such a simple little piece. I love it with this little cross on it. Cross is sterling. I'll do it for $40. And these are little turquoise, teeny little beads. Very likely from a loaf, or what they call a composite. They call it a loaf. Composite turquoise, where they can do those resins and all of the treatment that it needs in order to be cut into these tiny little beads. Oh, there's I have it backwards. Very cool piece. If I have any interest on this one. All right, guys, I'm going to just call it a day for today. I'm going to try to do another video probably tomorrow. I don't think I have the energy to do a Facebook tonight. I may even start alternating Friday here, Saturday there, that kind of thing, just as long as it's really close. I will combine shipping. If you find anything in my other auctions, these huggies are really cute. I gave away a jewelry jar. We'll give away another one. You don't have to be a customer. You don't have to be a winner, a big spender. You can be a winner anytime that I want to do a live and do a giveaway because, again, this is my estate. These are my things. I don't go out and invest too much. I really don't. If I find things in jewelry jars, it's part of my other content. Please support my other channel as well by watching. But I've been very lucky to find a lot of things, and I've always been a jewelry lover since probably before I could speak. I've always loved jewelry, so it's a big collection out there. I want to just make sure that it finds a home, people who love jewelry as much as I do. So stay tuned. If I do a contest, everyone is eligible. I will very likely not be able to ship out of the country for a big package, but I'll try to do alternative things for that. I am shipping to Canada again. So make sure you watch the replay if you can. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you didn't do it yet. And I'll see you soon. I'm going to end the live stream so I can go have some of my sourdough I made. I think I'm going to make like a bread pizza with it for lunch. Or maybe I'll do an egg. Maybe a fried egg. I don't know. I haven't even had breakfast. But Iris, did you come in at 40? Look at that. I did sell something. I was going to say I don't want to be suspicious and not sell anything at the very end. But Iris came in for 40 on this beautiful little delicate sterling piece with a turquoise necklace. Thank you, Miss Iris. Yeah, and let me know in the comments. Come back and comment in the video if you can. Do you like this hour? I kind of like the leisurely daytime as well. And then maybe I could do the nighttime on Facebook. We'll see. Either way, you know I combine shipping. I appreciate your support by watching the videos and giving it a thumbs up always. And please come back and leave comments if you have a chance. Appreciate that too. Let me end the stream, all right? Have a wonderful week.